What's up, people? Tony Status here, host of Next Gen Trends presented by FlyOutEnt Entertainment. It's a podcast based on pop culture. This includes gaming, technology, and other sorts of media, except politics. We try to dive into each topic with a unique point of view. If that sounds interesting to you, then please follow the show on your preferred platform. We're basically everywhere. Just search Next Gen Trends on Google. It should be the first result. And if you can, please rate this show 5 stars on Apple Podcasts, because it brings in more listeners and helps promote the show. And for the video version of this, go to youtube.com/FlyOutEnt. Again, that's youtube.com/FlyOutEnt. Now, for this particular episode, we have a special guest. He is the CEO of FlyOutEnt. And why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hey, what's good, everybody? It's Octane Blizz, CEO of FlyOutEnt Entertainment here on the Next Gen Trends podcast. Let's say shout out to Tony Stats for letting me on.
No, it's a pleasure, man. It's a pleasure. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty cool to have my own podcast and stuff. And, we're just trying new things. We're trying to bring new content. Got some pretty good topics today. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's pretty limited because, there's, as you all know, the you-know-what virus is pretty rampant, especially on social media, yeah. And there's a lot of things canceled. I mean, the world right now is pretty much canceled. We got E3 being canceled, certain movies being delayed. I mean, it's a problem. But the first topic we're going to dive into is E3 being canceled. So, E3 has officially been canceled and will not take place in June as previously scheduled. In its place, companies like Xbox and Ubisoft are already making plans to hold a digital event, although details and dates are pretty much scarce at this point. And they had this to say about it. After careful considerations on our members and companies regarding the health and safety of everyone in our industry, our fans, employees, inhibitors, and longtime E3 partners, we have made a difficult decision to cancel E3 2020 scheduled for June 9th through 11th in Los Angeles. Now, right off the bat, I already know what I feel about this, but I'm curious, what do you think of this?
Personally, I think E3 canceling it makes no sense to do it. It's too early. I feel like they have 2 extra months to get things under control if they really wanted to continue on with the whole E3 conference. And canceling it really doesn't do much of anything because it loses a lot of profitable gains from it, from journalists to everybody else who want to interview with the developers or even see the consoles in the flesh. And they took everything away to put things on a digital type of show, which honestly, I don't know how well it's going to go, knowing that everybody going to be tuning in. So, I mean, can the servers even hold that many people streaming it at the same time? I don't think it can.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% because I think like an all digital event, it seems like, good on paper, but when it actually happens, I feel it's going to be really trash. You know what I'm saying? Because the whole purpose of E3 is you're supposed to be there in person. You're supposed to experience the games and the whole presentation, as well as, see, different games that are, in development and, in working progress. You get to, get a walkthrough of E3 demos, and if you have a media pass, you get to see like backstage passes of new game trailers and stuff that people has never seen before, and as well as just the overall feel of it and the presentation. It's just organized, and I feel like if you have a digital event, I feel like it's just gonna destroy that whole organization that they already had. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like it's gonna mess up the flow.
I mean that's a huge possibility. I believe that can happen. Another thing, I feel like once they do the whole digital shows and showcases, I think E3 won't be around any longer. Like this probably might be the last E3, if not maybe next year probably. I don't think E3 gonna be around any longer, because if that's the case, let's say it does well or it ends up being a success. I mean, you already got Sony pulled out early on before the whole virus scare and everything. So I kind of think at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, E3 itself is a event that will be extinct. It'll be like the weirdest thing. It'll be like another GameStop or something like that. Like something won't be around too long. So
I feel like this. I feel like conventions should always be there because, like, again, like I said with the whole, because it's like this. It's like would you rather watch Comic-Con, like the trailers and stuff like that, or would you rather be there and get autographs from like the like the actors and the voice actors or the writers and publishers of the stuff? It's like if you're there in person, like it's more of a fan service thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it takes the human interaction out of it because you can't physically be there and feel like actually get the whole vibe of being there and just seeing everything unfold in front of you versus you watching it at the comfort of your couch. I mean, it's still cool, but it's not going to be the same effect as you personally being in the flesh, honestly. And I don't know why E3 would do that so early on. Again, 2 extra more months. It starts in June, and I feel like they had a lot more time to kind of, see what they was going to do. People, if they felt like that, then people could just wear their mask and gloves and call it a day. I don't know, man. I feel like if anything, they could have profited off that, to be honest with you. But
exactly.
Everybody wear E3 mask and gloves, bro. I mean, come on, that would have been lit.
It would have been lit. I mean, they could have easily, like you said, profited from that, and there could have been like some, exclusive E3 merch, like I don't know, like an Xbox logo mask, like medical mask or something like that. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like they could have, basically took the fear out of it, and I feel like this would have, basically wiped out this whole virus scare when it comes to this, because back then, it's like this. It's like people just fear this thing because it's all that people see now on social media. You go on Twitter, you go on Instagram, all you see is a bunch of memes or tweets or whatever about, oh yeah, you should do this, you should do that. The virus is rampant, is doing this and doing that. And I feel like a E3 event, like, which is, a very near and dear event towards gamers and all gamers alike. I feel like we should, like, it would have been cool if they band together and was like, you know what, screw this virus, we still gonna have fun and we're just gonna take precautions and we're just gonna take the fear out of it. And I feel like that could have easily impacted media. It was like, wow, over, I don't know, like over like 1,000, over 100,000 something gamers or whatever, took the fear out of the virus and still went to E3, and then it could have been like an empowerment, it could have again
been a good story if they actually went through with it. But, I feel like E3 honestly was already kind of like dead before the whole outbreak began or whatever, because Sony wasn't showing up there, and a lot of people really it didn't sit right with
Jeff Keighley pulled out as well.
His first time ever.
That's what I'm saying. So, he's been in there for like 20 plus years.
E3 looked like it was going to already be dead since before this whole announcement even came about, because without Sony and then Jeff Keighley stepping down, and Nintendo, I believe, was also stepping down as well. I heard Nintendo was stepping out, so it's going to be Xbox, and like I know a lot of people who have their hates with Xbox, so it was going to be a dead E3 either way. Personally, if a lot of different consoles or different type of companies was going to show up there, so I don't know. Maybe it was a good idea. I have no idea.
I don't know. I
just think E3 won't be around any longer. That's how I feel.
Yeah. All right. And speaking of virus and infections and whatnot, Last of Us is apparently making a show and is going to be on HBO. Now,
that rhyme.
I know, right? That was a bar. But exactly. But check this out. So apparently there was some talk that it was supposed to be a Last of Us movie in the works. This was like back in like 2015-ish, you know what I'm saying, when like the remaster came out or whatever. But apparently that got scrapped, and Neil Druckmann had this to say. He was like, we just finished a second draft, and we will be at the table reading a bunch of basically they're on another script. Okay, they're on another script, and it's pretty much going to be turned into a TV show. Now, we don't really know much news about this other than the fact that apparently is going to be a thing, and they're pushing for like maybe like around 6 episodes, and it might come out 2021 or 2022. Again, information is really scarce. I mean, they have put out a little teaser trailer, which wasn't really much of this show, like the logo for the Fireflies, stuff like that. But what do you think about this?
It's a weird wave that we into right now, where everybody's trying to make a TV show or a movie out of a video game. And let's be honest, it doesn't always work out in that favor. No, I mean, the success of Witcher was great, but it wasn't based off the actual games, based off the novel.
Exactly.
So that's why it was done so well. Hopefully it's good, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like they're stretching it, because I know that PlayStation was also working on an Uncharted movie or film, or sorry, an Uncharted movie or TV show. TV show film?
It's a TV show, yeah.
I mean,
no,
Holland.
my bad. It's a
movie.
It's a movie, yeah.
Yeah, with young Tom Holland, and they had Mark Wahlberg as playing as
Sully or something. That's
crazy,
weird casting.
Honestly.
I don't know, but
that's crazy. But it's like having these type of things is like, would it be good? I don't think. Personally, I think an Uncharted movie. I'd rather play the game than watch the movie. Just how I feel with Last of Us. I feel like the game is just better. I mean, it might be good. I don't know.
I feel like
they didn't release no cast of anything. We don't even know who the cast are going to be.
Yeah, they did.
Who's the director? I mean, do we know the director? Do we know the cast? Do we know? Are they going based off the game, or are they trying to like steer and go to like a different route? Like, where are they going with it?
Well, according to Neil Druckmann, he quoted that basically he's going to make a script and that is going to be pretty faithful towards the game. So I'm assuming that it's going to be, like, I feel like this. I feel like Last of Us is already a TV show / movie already, because it has a great, it's very cinematic. It has great writing, great storytelling, great characters. So I feel like it could easily seamlessly translate in towards a TV show. So I feel like out of all the games and movies that out of all the games that became TV shows and movies, this is like the easiest one they can possibly do. All they have to do is just put it to the big screen or the little screen, wherever they're gonna put it. And hopefully it's good. I mean, again, we don't know much information. You know what I'm saying?
With the right actors and right writing, everything could go well. It could execute really well with it. 6 episodes is kind of short, in my opinion, for a show, but depends on how it goes. Like, if the writing and everything is like to a T and the acting is superb, I think 6 episodes would be okay. Mostly, I think 8 or 10 would be pretty good, but who knows? They might make multiple seasons. We have no idea if that's even the talks about it. But
I feel like that's the intention. Is like the initial 6 episodes is just gonna be like a trial run, and then if they have success and have a whole bunch of fan base and stuff like that, then they would make multiple seasons and stuff, and this could become like the new Walking Dead, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Now, I never seen the Walking Dead show. I always thought it was just a gag.
I don't know. The whole outbreak thing is, we've seen it all before. It's so cliche at this point. I mean, hopefully it's good though. I'm not really. I can't lie. I'm not excited for it. I really don't care. If it's good though, I would definitely be like, wow, that show's amazing. But I'm not like excited for it or pumped for it or anything. If it comes out and it's amazing show, I would let y'all know that the show's fire. I mean, simple. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, I agree. I agree 100%. But I feel like this is good. I mean, I just like seeing Naughty Dog, I don't know, try something new. Whereas they've been making these how should you say, cinematic movie/games, like movie games, so to speak. So to see them, try something different and, shy away from their comfort zone and, make actual television or, just other sources of media that isn't games, I feel like that's a great move on their part, because they do have great stories. They have easily like one of the greatest gaming studios when it comes to narration and world building and stuff.
Honestly, I'd rather Naughty Dog or whoever decided to say, hey guys, we got a multiplayer for Last of Us 2. I think that would be better news than talking about you got a TV show coming out.
I'm done. I mean, well, technically they did say
I mean, an actual date.
There's been like
Last of Us
job
2
listings
multiplayer reveal date would have been way more.
I mean, yeah, but they're saving that for the PS5.
Of course,
what
it makes sense. Probably got to buy.
You can't give away the secret sauce just yet.
I mean, yeah, true. I mean, E3 ain't here yet, but there's no E3, so.
And plus, they said like the Last of Us 2 is gonna be at least like 10 hours long, so that's gonna be a long game. You know what I'm saying?
If the show's amazing, that'd be great. Honestly.
Yeah.
Really.
But yeah, man, that's basically it for Last of Us HBO. And since it's an HBO show, it's only natural that it's going to be on the upcoming streaming service HBO Max, which will be
the Max.
The Max. You know what I'm saying?
Max.
As well as regular HBO, whatever other streaming service HBO got.
This summer, actually.
Yeah, this summer.
Or spring, whichever you want to call it. I think it's coming out in May.
Yeah, it's coming out in May. Not the show, but the streaming service. But
HBO Max trying to take the crown from Netflix.
Oh yeah, but hey,
how
man,
well that goes.
Wish them the best. Wish Neil Druckmann and the rest of the Naughty Dog team the best. Hopefully it does well. Because I'm all good for some entertainment. You know what I'm saying? I love me some TV shows. 100%. I am a binger for sure. All right, so back to the cancellation, or as we like to call the delay for movies. And it's pretty rampant. I mean, we got at least like 3 to 4 movies that have been confirmed delayed. You got the upcoming Fast and the Furious movie.
Oh boy.
Fast 9 being delayed until April.
Oh, it's Fast 10.
Nah. This is Fast 9.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's 10.
Nah. Cause yeah. Yeah, it's Fast 9. Oh, but apparently
Fast 25. Cause they have so many movies. I lost
it's Call of
track
Duty at this point. It's Call of Duty. But Fast 9 or whatever the hell they're calling it is delayed until April of the year 2021. So it's pushed back a whole year. It's supposed to come out like next month, but it got delayed a whole year.
That's a whole lot of
That's crazy.
Exaggerating right there.
That is crazy. We got Disney's Mulan, which was originally slated for March 27th of this year, has been delayed with no new release date at the time of recording. And you have Marvel's new Mutants that's been delayed yet again. I don't know how many times it's been delayed.
This movie never coming out.
I don't know. And Black Widow is unclear about its delay as of late. So what do you think about all these movies being delayed besides Black Widow, which more than likely is going to be delayed?
Oh my goodness. Well, first of all, Fast and Furious, honestly, I gave up on Fast and Furious since like 2. Tokyo Drift was good though. I don't care for Fast and Furious. I feel like that is played out. Loving a Fast and Furious movie today in 2020 is honestly beyond me. They haven't made any good writing. It became a actual traditional like street racing. See, I love Fast and Furious in the beginning. The origin of Fast and Furious was amazing. Like, the race for the pink slips. You get the car, you get the girl, you get the money, you get the power, you get the respect kind of thing. And I love the essence of that. Like, it reminds me of Need for Speed in a way,
Exactly.
And then we just jump into this weird mercenary super soldier. Like, it just went completely left. They got space suits. I mean, what are we doing right now? Dom is literally a superhuman with all kinds of special abilities at this point. He's a superhero. He can fight Thanos with his bare hands. The way they designed this character is surreal. I don't get it.
Oh yeah, I agree 100%. I mean, I never really was a Fast fan. I enjoyed like the first 2 movies, and Tokyo Drift was, like you said, was pretty good. Other than that, I just didn't care for it. But at this moment in time, Fast and the Furious, it basically turned into a Marvel movie with worse writing at this point. Yeah, it's just digital explosions at this point.
And then to push it to a whole nother year, listen, we won't even care about that movie when it hits next year, honestly, because there's way more other stuff coming out within the years, let alone within this year. So you think people are going to remember nor care about Fast and Furious? I mean, some people would, but most people won't. So, And Mutants, come on. This movie been delayed and been pushed back so many times. Just put it on Hulu. Cut your losses and put it on Hulu.
I mean, hey, man. I mean, you got to do what you got to do. But
put Mulan on Disney Plus. Problem solved. Problem solved.
Put Mulan on Disney Plus. Now,
that'll be better. Y'all need to delay it because it's going to flop anyway. So put Mulan on Disney Plus and put New Mutants on Hulu. Everyone's happy. Y'all get your movies out there. People get to see it. Remember, they got to pay a subscription to see it anyway. So
exactly.
Like, you still
that's
make
guaranteed money.
Yeah.
You can't flop there, really.
If y'all depend on box office, I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know, but Disney Mulan. I mean, I don't even know why this movie's even coming out. To be honest with you, like I am so done.
I'm not
with
a fan
this
of Disney
whole,
live actions.
Yeah, like with this whole live action thing, but that being pushed back, and like for the people who actually do give a crap about the movie, we don't even know when this movie's coming out right now.
Yeah,
which is
it's crazy because they delayed movies, but movie theaters are still open. But man,
that's what I'm saying. It's like they canceled everything, but movies,
movie theaters are still open.
Movie theaters.
What the hell they gonna be playing? No movies. What they gonna be playing? They're gonna play in Bloodshot and The Hunt. All for the next 2, 3, 4, 5 months?
I think so, because I'm pretty sure after this podcast, many, many more movies are gonna slowly get
Which
delayed.
I hope not, because I really want to see. Like, Wonder Woman is like the only movie right now that I actually like. I actually want to see this film right now. I've seen a lot of other films and they all was just mediocre. So especially the last film that I saw was Bloodshot. Oh my goodness! But another typical Vin Diesel movie. He's just Dom with super abilities. Once again, nothing ever new. Honestly, I hope all the movies that are coming out in the later date, I really hope that those movies come out, and I don't want to see more cancellations. We got to stop canceling stuff at this point.
Yeah, man, like it's out of control, guys. It's cancel culture for real.
Yeah, man, it's ruining the money and it's ruining the industry, man. The industry's taking a huge hit, stocks and everything, and economics.
What are your thoughts about do you think Black Widow, which is supposed to come out
May 1st,
do you think it's going to get canceled? I mean, or pushed back?
Black Widow being pushed back, I see Disney doing that, definitely, because Disney doesn't want a movie of that caliber to come out and perform on a low scale. So I definitely do see them pushing it back for quote unquote safety precautions, or should I say flop precautions, because they don't want Black Widow to flop.
True.
Unless they're going to save it somehow. The Black Widow movie is an iffy thing, because I feel like it just should have been out years ago, and that's why a lot of people's like, well, if it does this, then it is what it is. I feel like after Iron Man 2 would have been a good idea for Black Widow to be released, but yet they wait till after Endgame, which if you ever seen Endgame, my goodness gracious, you probably looking at like, what's the point of this?
Yes. If you've seen Endgame, you will know why people are like, why are you making this film?
Right. It's confusing. It's like, why would you do this? And like, oh no, it's between times with
this movie and that movie.
And it's like no. It should have been out when the time we actually cared for the character. What I don't like is the fact that they gave Captain Marvel a movie before Black Widow, but that's a whole nother story.
Yeah, man, that's a whole different beast at that point.
But hey, to each his own. But I really feel like that movie gonna get delayed. Disney's not playing no games. They definitely want to have a fair shot, because they want to pull a WB move. When Birds of Prey didn't do too well. So.
Yikes.
Warner Brothers did blame it on the virus when sales was low, but hey, so Disney's gonna take the high road and just say, hey, we're gonna push it back, we're gonna delay it. Maybe they will delay Black Widow. Hopefully not, though. Hopefully everything dies down and people can still go to the movies, because movies are still open, so you might as well go watch a movie. Just saying, I don't know what y'all doing.
I mean, I don't get it. It's like, yes, everything is shut down, everything is closed. So, we are delaying our movies, but hey, you can still enter a movie theater and, watch and watch trailers, basically.
Right. Most likely. Watch trailers. But I can say, out of those 3 movies that they are 100% confirmed, the Mulan and Mulan, the New Mutants, and Fast, I can probably say those movies deserve to be canceled or delayed.
I feel like those movies deserve to be straight up like
they shouldn't
non-existent, in my opinion.
Those 3 movies shouldn't be made. So
yeah, they really should.
I think they're doing you guys a favor. I mean, they're doing you guys a favor. Right? It's like, hey,
But it's like, okay, even if these aren't like the greatest lineup of films, which they're really not,
is looking so bad with these.
But it's like, what else is there to watch if everything is pushed back until pretty much next year?
Hey, this is the time for Disney Plus to actually drop some actual shows, new shows, not nostalgia, real new shows. This is the perfect time for Netflix to dig in their bag and pull out some new series or movies. Netflix movies, oof. But Netflix need to pull out some new series, probably new movies, and this was a perfect time for Hulu to get in their bag, as well as the HBO Max that's going to be coming out real soon. Everybody could just make digital content and put it online at this point. Like, flood the market with actual content.
You know,
Apple TV Plus, these all Peacock, whatever, all these streaming. There's so many different streaming platforms, man. I don't know. Everybody got streaming platforms. I think everybody should just double down on making content and making movies and shows and give it to the people. I think that would be a good idea.
You know, it's funny you mentioned that, because I remember seeing an article on this, like, you know, it was basically a question. It's like, did, you know, the what virus like boost like the activity on what was it, Netflix and stuff like that? Like, yeah, I was like 100%. Because if everybody's staying home, they definitely going to be, you know, rocking some Netflix.
Honestly, every digital type of platform is making 10 times more money than they were ever did before. Because everybody who's scared to leave their house is definitely going to stay indoors and order stuff online. So if anything, these streaming platforms is doing pretty well, if you ask me. So
yeah, man, streaming all the way. I mean, it's convenient. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you don't have to leave your house. Facts. You don't have to wait in line. Facts. You know.
True.
It doesn't cost you like $1,000 for a bucket of popcorn. Right. You know.
They could put these movies on video demand. Listen, you guys have platforms to put it on. Shop the movie around. New Mutants need to just drop right now. It's just been delayed so many times, okay?
It need to be canceled. That movie
came out like 2 years ago now. About almost 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah,
just drop
like,
it.
It's been delayed for like at least like 2 to 3 years.
Leak the movie. No one will even know nor care. So just leak it. We might watch it. We might not. I don't know. Cut your losses. Put it on Hulu. Put the Mulan on Disney Plus. You guys will be happy. I promise you. That would be a good idea.
Yeah, because there's really nothing to watch, you know, besides, you know, the movies that I just listed or whatever. Let's say if they weren't delayed and stuff like that. It's like, other than those movies that we just listed, there's nothing else to watch at this moment. So the fact that they're delaying these movies, it's like, okay, so you're going to walk in the movie theater and just watch trailers because there's no movies that's, you know, left if all of them are being delayed. And I'm pretty sure there's going to be more being delayed down the road. I mean, it's getting out of hand. I feel like, movies. Listen, for those who don't know me, I am not I'm not a huge movie buff, as they say. But I feel like this is definitely like a purge on on movies at this point. I mean, you got basically the most anticipated, or, you know, air quotes, anticipated movies being delayed / canceled or whatever, and we have nothing to watch at this point. I mean, it's looking bad for movies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it is.
You know, and you know, for people who have media passes, that's all I gotta say. It's like
that's the worst.
It's pretty much useless at this point. I mean, what are they gonna see? They're gonna see nothing. There's nothing to see. Which means, you know, reviews and stuff are gonna be, you know, backed up because the movies are gonna be backed up. It's crazy, man. I don't know. It's weird. All right, but yeah, that's basically it for the topics that we, you know, discussed. I mean, there really wasn't that much news.
Yeah, it really wasn't.
There really wasn't.
Something took over everything.
Yeah, the you know what sickness is in full effect, and it's canceling everything. It basically canceled all of our plans to the point where podcast is so lackluster. Right. Sorry about that, but I have no control over it.
Yes.
But What do you want to say to close out the podcast? You know what I'm saying? Since you're our special guest, get your little shout outs and stuff.
Yeah, man. Definitely check out FlyOutEnt on YouTube. We post a lot of content on there as well. Mm-hmm. Make sure you guys check out the website, actually, www.FlyOutEnt.com. Check that out for all kinds of news, source around the entertainment world. You guys can check out that. And also check out the gaming channel where we post gaming content as well, too. It's called Octane.
Yes,
it's a gaming channel on YouTube. Make sure you guys check that out. And thanks for having me, man.
Pleasure's all mine, man. And then you you're actually making history. You are the first ever guest on the Next Gen Trends podcast.
That's litty.
That's pretty fire. That's pretty fire. As for me, you know, just basically what he said. You know, for the video version and all other content, FlyOutEnt.com as well, the website, as well as the YouTube page /youtube.com/FlyOutEnt FlyOutEnt for the video version. As for myself, I got my own YouTube channel at Post Gaming. That's sort of my thing at Playmaker 212. But yeah, if you liked the episode, be sure to follow it and share it around so we can get some more listeners. And yeah, it's Tony Status.
Octane Blizz.
And we out.
Peace.